Chapter 14, Jennifer. A few months had passed and we still had no clue how serious Dalvin's injury was. All we knew was that he had surgery on his right leg and that he was recovering in Germany. Finally, Mama received a phone call to let us know that a Marine Corps representative would be coming to talk to us. When Taz, Cassie, and I arrived at Mama's house, we rushed into the family room where Staff Sergeant Hill was busy explaining what had happened. During a house raid, Dalvin and 3 other Marines in his unit were hurt by mortar fire. No one was killed, but since Dalvin was already in the house, he sustained some injuries and had to be evacuated to a hospital in Germany. I was sure I wouldn't be able to handle another death after my father's. Daddy had died several years after his military service, so I was glad to hear my brave brother was at least on his way to recovery. I talked to my sisters and Mama for a while, then told them I had to leave so I could make it over to the studio. June, make sure you call me baby so I can let you know any news about your brother. Okay, Mama, I'll call you tonight and get the number so I can call Dalvin myself. I gave my mom a kiss on the way out, then headed to Lorenzo's. On the drive over to the studio, I thought about the look on Mama's face, her concern for her firstborn. Dalvin had been a good son, never a problem child, and he thought the military was the best thing that could ever happen for him. Mama was a strong woman and she tried to maintain her composure, but I couldn't help but notice that she kept nervously rubbing her thigh while the staff sergeant spoke to us. That was her tell, what she always did when she was worried about us, was worried or upset. Her brown face took on a dark look and her makeup was smeared from crying. Cassie and I greatly resembled our mother in height, complexion, and our full lips, while Taz and Dalvin looked like Daddy. I definitely inherited my personality from my father. Dalvin and Taz had a warmth about them, both in personality and their caramel skin tone, and every time I look at one of them, I miss Daddy all over again. We moved to California a few years before my father retired, and 15 years later, a stroke ultimately took him from us. It saddened me to think about him being gone, but I always smile when I thought about all the things we've done together as a family. I took great comfort in many happy memories I could ever cherish. I pulled up to Lorenzo's place, grabbed my notebook from the back seat, and headed for the door. I started to knock before I noticed the door was slightly ajar. I could only assume he left it open for me. When I walked inside, though, a chill went down my spine, and I quickly dialed 911. 911, please state your emergency. I yelled, oh my God, there's blood everywhere. Ma'am, please calm down. I can't understand you. Please, I need an ambulance, the police, somebody. There's blood all over the floor, and there's a young lady here. It looks like, oh my God, I think someone stabbed her. I cried, my hands trembling as I clutched the phone. Okay, ma'am, what's your location? The dispatcher calmly asked. It's 4456 Mill Road. Please hurry. Ma'am, is the young lady still breathing? I think so. All right, I'm dispatching help. But meanwhile, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Please stay on the other line, okay? Can you tell where part of the body the blood is coming from? She asked. Looks like her stomach. My God, it's blood everywhere. Ma'am, please try to calm down. Help is on the way. I was crying so hard and I was terrified to the point of wanting to throw up. It looked like I walked into some 80s slasher movie and I didn't want to be there. The 911 dispatcher instructed me to get a towel and place it over her wound. You may want to press very gently, she said, to help stop the bleeding. Please, don't let me die, the injured woman begged as I knelt beside her. Her voice soft and weak. She had lost so much blood, she was shivering. Shh, I said gently with the towel covering against her. The ambulance is on the way. What's your name? She asked. June, I'm Jennifer Alexander. I'm Erin, she whispered. Erin, who did this to you? Before she could pinpoint her attacker, Erin closed her eye. Erin, I kept calling her name, but she didn't answer. Thank you.